Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of FTB Evolution on the FTOG server. As you can see, I finally got our Ars Nouveau stuff moved. Nice little setup here. These are set up so I can pull coal out of them, put them into source jars, not too complicated. Starbuncle. We got imbuement over here, enchantment over here, and then in here is our essences and essence making stuff. So, let's head down. As I mentioned last episode, I've made a portal room, and the portal room, I will show you. Speed is a trouble sometimes, plus step assist. The portal room is here. So rather than signs like I did before, I decided to do a visual indicator with the statues, because it's a little more aesthetically pleasing, such as this. We've got our void portal and our mining portal and our nether portal, and they're close enough to where they were to link up. So we've got 2 more slots, and then there's this, which leads into the main building, which is right up there. I've also set my home to here, so if we say teleport home, I teleport to here, and you may notice that it looks like we're outside. We're not outside. This is Skyweave, which for some reason doesn't show up on Wayla, or Hwyla, or Jade, or whatever it's called nowadays. That's also why this looks like a single pixel, not even a single pixel, like a facade of a castle, is because those are Skyweave blocks, which are from Ars Nouveau. And they basically do that. And we also have the ability to run observable as non-ops now. I did run this. It registers as a tile entity, but it has no tick. So that's good, because these don't contribute to server lag at all. But as for where we are, if we head up, we're right here. Now, interesting dynamic. I tried to move a waystone using the swappers from Just Dire Things. It just deleted it. Like, it wasn't able to move it, because I tried picking one up and moving it, and it didn't save the data, which I wish it would. But yeah, I tried to move it with a swapper. It just deleted it. It didn't even do anything. But all that leads us up to here. The Fracture Co. building, Phantom. These are Nixie tubes from the Create mod, which I have completely done. Because Create is all about components, not actual stuff. You have to do the actual devices and machines yourself. It just provides components and tools to do that with. So I made some tools to do that with. And I made a bunch of stuff, and the end of it is trains. I don't know if we'll ever get into that. I've never played with it before, but I don't know how useful that's going to be on this particular server. So let's head in, shall we? We have here is the main contraption right now. We have a conveyor belt that takes stuff out of here, runs it through here, and puts it in here. Actually, I do want to right now remove these, because I want to show you how plates are made. So if we take 32 copper ingots and we throw them in there, you'll notice it's not running right now. That's because it's not turned on. And you'll also notice these 4 things. Those are run from this room with these speed control devices, which is basically just a rotation speed controller going into the thing, and then upwards is another gearbox and a thing, and a clutch to turn it off. So let me turn all of these on, and I can show you how they work. So let's see. One of these should be running faster. This one, running 256. You see how fast that's spinning? Oh no. That one is spinning at 120. That one is spinning at 16. So if we head down, we'll now see that the conveyor belt is running. Oh, it's done. I'm gonna grab another bit. Let's do some zinc plates. That was got from the mining dimension. So if we throw that in here, bang. Not too much trouble. And we have zinc plates. It's also running in here the auto crafter, which or the mechanical crafter, which you put the recipe in here, and then you hit this button if it's not full, and it will combine. I just went to motion with my hands, which isn't gonna work. We'll combine all of this into this barrel. I don't really have a recipe to demonstrate that with right now, maybe later, but that is controlled by this mechanical shaft running down to the side of the crafter there. If we go up one further from the rotation speed control room, we will see where this power is coming from, which is these 4 maxed out windmills in this cage thing on top of the building. And let me just show you that from the outside. So we have this. We have illuminant panels on top, just to keep mobs from spawning up there. All in all, I think it's pretty cool. Also, another thing from Create that I've not worked with before, because it hasn't been in versions of Create I used, but I really love, clipboard. So this was my plan for the episode. Let me go in here. Yes, this is the stuff from Create I thought you should know. I showed you this. I showed you the Nixie tubes. Those are up there. We've shown you this. Eternal sandpaper and a deployer. So, let me give you a little background here once I get into the building. Those things I just took down earlier were deployers. And in order to make a lot of the electronics in this mod pack, you need these electron tubes, and for that you need polished rose quartz, which is made from rose quartz, like that. Now, you can put sandpaper, which is made like that, into a deployer and it will do it for you. I thought, let's make it eternal using the Eternal Stellas from Forbidden Arcanas from last episode, and I put that in the deployer and it disappeared. So, let this be a word of warning. Do not put eternal sandpaper in a deployer. Interestingly enough, it works outside. Like, if you're holding it in your hand, let me see if I have any rose quartz. There we go. Like, if I do this, it won't remove any durability from the sandpaper. It's only if you put it in the deployer. So, that's an interesting note. Oh, yeah, this is fun. Cardboard armor, which is made from cardboard, which is made by pressing pulp, which is made by mixing water in this thing, and saplings in this thing. So, the cardboard armor has a fun little effect. Like, you can't see it now, right? Actually, let's cosmeticize this so we can see what we look like. We're wearing cardboard armor. If we sneak, we turn into a box. Like, Solid Snake style. This is awesome, right? I think it's very funny. Oh, and we can see, I've never actually done the from inside. We're running around in a cardboard box. I might come back to this in a minute. A couple interesting things to show you not Create related. For some reason, I think it was it this one? One of these quest lines had a legendary reward, and I don't remember which. But for some reason, there was a legendary reward crate, and it gave me this quantum computer. I don't know how this works, but that's the quantum core. Let's see. Formed quantum computer. I don't know exactly what to do with this. I'll look into it, but I just got a free quantum storage, or quantum core unit. So that's pretty cool, right? Next, The digital miner. Digital miner. One of the ways to configure it, if we get rid of this, delete this, new filter, tag. Okay, how do we do this? We can't drag this in. That doesn't work. We can't drag this in, and in the case of the more complicated ores, you don't know, right? You don't know what to put in there. Enter the dictionary from Mekanism. Which, if I shift-click, we can drag something in, and it will tell you the, I believe it's this tag. One of these tags. All the tags that are on it. So, if we then do chipped crimson door into our digital miner, chipped crimson door, that will apply a filter for that. So if you don't know the ID of an ore on your digital miner and you don't have it, and you don't have, you don't have the ore, you don't know how to make the filter, the dictionary is what you want, because it can tell you how to make a filter for anything. For example, deep slate tungsten ore. This is what we want. C: ores / tungsten. Let's try that. Config C: ores / tungsten. Ta-da! And then start. And now we're mining tungsten from here. I didn't get any power. What am I doing? Yeah. So dictionary, invaluable tool if you're going to use your digital miner. But now let's put the quantum computer core. We'll get back to that later. Let's go do something fun with this cardboard armor. Here we have an AFK Grok the Duck Farmer in his natural habitat, the void dimension. He cannot see us right now because we are cleverly disguised as a box. Alright, let's have fun for today. So, I didn't quite have enough for a full episode, so I decided to build a simple tree farm with Create just as a proof of concept. This is like the most basic thing you can do with Create. We got a mechanical bearing on a water wheel down there. Got that trapdoor up. We're doing birch because it doesn't drop anything like apples or anything. I got this stack upgraded. There are chests on here that for some reason aren't showing up when the machine is running, but that's connected to that portable storage interface, which connects down to this hopper, which goes in here. So no longer will I have the problem of wanting for planks or sticks to craft stuff with, as I have been for a while. We now have trees. And I think that's what I'm going to do with this void dimension. I'm going to use it to build machines and stuff. And eventually maybe we'll turn it into like a giant airship or something. But for now, it's just this farm. We got deployers. Those are filtered to pick up birch saplings and then place them. And then those saws, as you can see, are going right through all of those. So it's gonna be great. So unfortunately, that is gonna have to do it for today. Explaining Create went a little bit faster than I expected, but on the whole, I'm really excited about having Create in the pack. It's such a good mod. It's so well coded. Like, these machines, even when they're on, even when all of this is on, it's barely causing any tick whatsoever. In fact, I did an observable sweep of my base, and really the only thing that's notable tick-wise is power, which is kind of unavoidable. I mean, power is going to be always like that. It's constantly checking to see if you have enough. It's transmitting from wherever it's transmitting from. That's really unavoidable. But otherwise, our base is actually fairly server-friendly, which I'm impressed with. I wasn't expecting it to be as server-friendly as it was. This, what am I growing right? I think I'm growing nether essence because I needed some for something a while back, and oh wait, never mind. I'm not growing anything super speed right now. Oh, I could also show you this. So, after I died last time, I decided to take a look through my storage and figure out what foods I would need to get back up. And just eating these 5 foods gets me back to here, which is everything on here. So, every time I die now, should that ever happen again, I can eat these 5 foods and I will have all my benefits back, which is nice. Grok mentioned that with this much health, the Regen 4 mutation gene would probably be good. I can't lie, maybe I'll do that at some point. But, not right now. I have other stuff. Which, I'd do it off camera anyway, but I just don't want to go through all the hassle of mutating another gene if I don't have to. Which I will at some point, probably. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Next week's episode should happen. I'm away for the weekend. So, I'm gonna try and get it recorded, but if not, that's why. If there's no episode, that's why. But I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Fracture Co. thanks you. Later.